I want to thank everybody for coming out today for our basic car care class. My name is Carrie Watson, and I am the director of the Farmland Public Library, who is sponsoring this class today. If you come see me at the library, I will be dressed a little more formally, professionally, but since it is a car care class today, I'm dressed more befitting working on cars. I worked at Weatherly Garage for about a year in the office, but picked up a lot of information about cars while I worked there. I subbed in the office at Sandifer Garage, and I drag race, so I've been around cars for a long time. I'm not extremely knowledgeable about cars, but I know the basics and the basic terms and how to do the simple stuff. Here with us today, we have two mechanics to help us out. We have Eric Pugh, who is my brother. He is a graduate of the University of Northwest Ohio, has a degree in auto mechanics, and has been working as a mechanic for 15 years. We also have Larry Kenworthy, who is also a graduate of the University of Northwest Ohio, and has the same degree in auto mechanics, and 10 years, 15 years? About 15 years he's worked as a mechanic. And all right, things that you should carry and why you should carry them. I gave you all a checklist on your clipboards. You guys are finally, I recommend carrying an atlas. I know we all have smartphones. We probably, a lot of us have the GPS that you can put on your window. But I was going to a friend's house one day, never been there before. No idea where I was going. Late at night, pouring down rain. My GPS is named Gidget. Gidget leaped off the window and died. And does anyone have anything else they think we should add to the list? Anything you always carry in your car that the rest of us might want to know about? Nope? Okay. We are going to move on then to checking the fluids and changing tires. The next thing you can check is your training fluid. When you're checking training fluid, you want your vehicle to be on a level surface with the engine running. Usually in park, sometimes they need to be in neutral. That will be something that you can find in your owner's manual. When we go out and look at your cars later, the guys can tell you how it needs to be checked. Oh, and I found out yesterday that some transmissions don't have a dipstick that you can check your own training fluid, and in that case, you'll have to call a garage and have that done for you. So, Larry, would you want to start the truck? The keys are in it. So on my transmission sticker right back here, it has a lock on it that you have to flip up before you can pull it out. And I'm going to pull it out and wipe it clean. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how to use your jumper cables. Jumper cables are color-coded for a reason. It's to help you know how to hook them up. I have mine tangled up. Okay, you can jump some vehicles you can jump one of two ways. I can jump mine off the battery because it's right here where I can see it and it's easy to get to. Some batteries are hidden under the driver's seat, under the back seat, and you can't get to them. So in that case, my truck actually has this as well. You'll find what you have called a battery positive box. And this is a relay to the battery that lets you jump off of this box. It's important to also have a ground to hook the black side to. So on my truck, it is marked right here, GND. If I were to jump off the battery positive box, it's red. You hook the orange to the red, and then you would hook the black side to the ground here. I'm actually going to hook mine up on the battery. On mine, my terminals are on the back. There's a cap. You guys can step closer if you want. There's a cap that you pull off. And then safety first. Before you hook that into the cable to a live battery, once you hook up that side, these two can spark if you touch them together or if you touch them on something else that's grounded on the vehicle. So you want to make sure that they're sitting, like this is plastic, and lay them there. And situate them in a way that they're not touching and they won't touch. You can have somebody hold them. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is break your lug nuts loose. Before you lift your vehicle off the ground, you need to break your lugs loose, because otherwise, if you're cranking on a bolt, your tire can turn, and that's not really very conducive to getting your tire off. So you will slide this on here, like so. Lug nuts are tight. Sometimes I can't get them loose, so I've come up with all kinds of fun methods to try to get them loose. You just slide your socket on like that, and then, oh, that one I got loose. You can lean on them. If you have to get them loose, fancy your car with aluminum wheels. That aluminum is real soft. You want to try not to scrape it against your lug nuts as you pull it off. Anyway, you just slide it, and then it'll drop. You would drag it out of the way, and assuming we're putting the spare on, you throw this in the trunk of your car, in the bed of the truck, whatever, and then roll your spare over. The trick is lifting it and getting your holes lined up at the same time.
Put one straight up.
Okay, Eric says if you put one straight up, he turned it by hand to get one lug nut straight at the top. He's lining the tire up so one of the holes is straight at the top.
Put your toe under it. Use your toe to help.
Oh, slide your toe under it and use your toe to help lift it up. Your wipers. Okay. Nobody has any questions? Grab your clipboards. Underneath your checklist was another list of things that we can check on your car. So we'll go out, work through those, so that way you can find out, you know, where your oil dipstick is, how to check your training fluid, find your jack, find your spare, all that good stuff. So, and I was going to tell you too, you've got your sheets filled out for the vehicles that you're in today. You have something else that you drive, or you sell your car and you get a new one and you'd like the same information. A lot of it can be found in your owner's manual. I know these come in our glove boxes. We never look at them, really. It'll probably have chapters in the front, but I think it's easier to use the index. In the back, you can look up oil, oil filter, tire, spare tire. And then I've just flagged a few things. Like on this page, it gives me a step-by-step on how to jump start. So if you forget, back here told me my oil filter. So if you have a different car, you know, you can use your owner's manual to find a lot of the answers. So does anybody have any questions? No? All right, well, the guys will be around for a few minutes, so if you do have any more questions, you can grab them. We're not really diagnosing or repairing cars today, but you know, if it's just a general question you want a mechanic's opinion on, they'll be glad to help you. All right, thanks for coming, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.